welcome to another episode of Amazing Conversations. I am your host, Lady Andrea Revels, and tonight's conversation is centered around a group of high school seniors because, as you know, during this time we are in graduation season. So I took a little time to get with this group of young people to just kind of pick their brains to see how their senior year has been going. So if you would, I ask that you join me in welcoming my guest tonight. I have Brandon Revels. Hi, Brandon.
Hey.
Brandon is a senior at Westover High School. I have Jordan Brown, who is a senior at Monroe Comprehensive High School, and her twin, Jaden Brown, who also is a senior at Monroe High School. And at the other end, I have Mr. Joshua Lowe, who also is a senior at Westover High School. How's everybody doing today? Good. All right. So we want to talk tonight about, I know, again, as I mentioned in the introduction, each of you are seniors, and I tell you, it's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
Yes.
Can you all remember kindergarten? Coming all the way and thinking, oh, it's such a long time to that 12th grade year. And now here it is. You all have made it. You have reached it. So I'd like to talk about how has this senior year been manifesting, given the fact that you all are a unique group of seniors, because as we've had a little pre-conversation and we talked about you all officially stopped regularly attending in-person class the first semester of your junior year, am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which was all because of the pandemic. So kind of tell me, how has it been for you all adjusting to the new norm as it relates to classes?
Adjusting to it, it was to online when we first got out. Adjusting to online, it wasn't really hard. It just wasn't anything that I preferred, because I was kind of used to online classes already because I'm a dual enrolled student.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's like trying to get set up with Google Classroom and then continually logging in for all our high schools and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't anything that I preferred. I didn't like it, and even the teachers, you could tell that they were still getting adjusted, because a lot of times it's like, okay, we won't have class today, or today we're not really doing anything, just make sure you got this work done for the week. And then with college, the format is usually, okay, you have this week to do these assignments by Sunday at 11:59, whereas high school, they may give you daily assignments that were due at 3 o'clock, and it was kind of odd, especially for some of us, we had got jobs during the pandemic, so trying to juggle that and jobs, it wasn't optimal.
Okay.
It was challenging at first, because I procrastinate a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, versus when I was in school, I had to do the work then.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm online, I can do it whenever I want to, as long as it's done. But then I would probably get behind because I'm waiting so late to do it. But I got used to it now. I still don't like logging in because I have like 2 classes. But, I mean, I don't have a choice. But like he said, the teachers, they understood it. And with Monroe now, we only have certain days that we take certain class instead of taking 7 classes the whole day, because they understood, like, being in front of a camera for 8 hours can be dreading.
Yeah.
So overall, it was challenging, but I learned how to deal with it.
You know how to deal with it. So that sounds like more of a time management thing. So you all feel as you learn good time management. Jay, now send that question to you. What do you think?
Well, the 11th grade year, when it first started, we had classes, but we didn't have to log on because that school year was just still going on. So we didn't have to log on. We just had to complete the assignments. So that taught time management. But when it got to my senior year, I didn't want to really log on, so I just decided not to do no high school classes because I didn't need them. But with Jordan, it helped her.
Yeah. So that was an option that you had, of course.
Yeah.
But again, for students that didn't have that option, I can imagine that could have been kind of challenging, trying to balance that out. Joshua, what about you? Talk to me.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a little different. I didn't too much care.
You didn't care?
Yeah, I didn't too much care. I think really the only thing that really hurt was we wasn't in actual school. So I mean, just sitting at home. I mean, you always find something to do. Like I'm at the house.
So let's talk about that, because you're moving in an area more of the socialism. So you feel as if you miss, the biggest thing you missed was social interaction with your friends.
Just being at school with people, you know. I mean, getting to hang out all the time. That's where we hang out at.
Right.
And now, like, even now, I barely communicate with my senior class. Like, they have a group chat, but we don't have a bond that we should have, because we went a whole year without seeing each other. A lot of people I used to talk to at school, I don't even talk to them like that no more. So
Now that's an important point too, because again, that's when your friendships and relationships are formed. So do you all feel as if you may have not been able to form as many relationships or bonds with friends?
I'm not gonna cap. I probably still wouldn't have formed them. Like even still, like I wasn't just like walking around school talking to people like that. Like even if I had the opportunity to have had a school year, I probably still wouldn't know a lot of my senior class. That's just me though.
okay. But someone like me, I didn't talk to that many people, but we was associates in class. I talked to people in my senior class. Now we when we see each other, we speak, but we don't have the same, like, we don't talk as much no more, because we don't just text. A lot of people I just talked to at school, but we didn't talk to outside school. So the ones who I talked to in school, we barely talk now.
Gotcha. Wow. What about you, Brandon?
I kind of feel the same way as Joshua. It's like we ain't just go around just talking to people. Like we ain't shy or antisocial, and it's just we got our group. All my homeboys, I ain't stayed in contact with all my homeboys. We straight. I mean, it's certain people, like she said, that I talk to when I'm at school, and now that we out of school, like when I see them now, it's like, what's up? But I don't really just call them my friends. Like we cool, but like even if we were to say we would have had a senior year, all the senior activities and everything, it really just would have been. I would have been with my group of people. We just would have been around everybody else. My group may intermingle with another group on some occasions, but for the most part, I'm still with my same group of people.
Jaden?
Well, for me, I look at it as it's not really making new friends, but once you take classes with people, you start to conversate, and you just start to talk, and you may gain relationships, but you may not just call them your friend.
Right.
But you start talking to them. Like for us, the junior year, since the first half of the day, we didn't have classes, so we'll be in the library, so we'll talk to people who didn't have classes. So we made new relationships, but like other than that, I don't see it as making we miss friendships, but we miss conversation with other people.
Yeah. Okay. Which is important, whether you really realize it or not, because every person that you meet, you can learn something new from those people. And that was something that you all did not really get to indulge in because you didn't have the classroom interaction. I want to know as it relates to dating now, and I'm just asking a question because for many people may not know, but I dated my husband in high school. We were high school sweethearts. Now he was at Doherty High and I was at Albany High. But again, there were certain, basketball games, football games. I know Brandon and Joshua, y'all in the band. So there was a lot of times when you came together at the stadium, you got to see one another, you got to meet new people. But because you all kind of missed that, I mean, do you all feel as if you may have missed out on dating somebody?
In a way, but like people, I mean, like you said, games, you meet the new people. Now, only way we'll probably meet somebody is through social media or something. And at games you probably would see new people and you probably would have had a chance to meet somebody. But now you probably have to see them
on Instagram.
On Instagram or just around somewhere. Unlike we would meet new people at school. So we probably did miss the chance of having a high school sweetheart, but it's okay.
Well, and when you bring that into play again with social media, because that's probably how you all kind of meet and learn people now anyway. Is that right, Josh?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It sounds about right. You got some dates off Instagram?
I mean, not really, but like,
Well,
really, if you really just think about it, like, most of our senior class, like, if you really just come down to it, usually they'll just go meet up somewhere. If not, just go over their house or whatever. Like.
Okay. So you all have kind of found ways to still kind of hang out and meet people.
But still, I feel like every school year, I feel like new people will come to the school.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you know the same people in your class, and so you don't got used to their faces, it ain't nobody you just interested in. But every school year, it probably be new people that come to the school, so it's like new faces.
Right.
And you could possibly be interested, but
Right. Now I think, Brandon, you mentioned about several of you got jobs because you had more time. And I guess that's something. Do all of you all have jobs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you all found a way to kind of use your spare time.
I still work night shift, although I like one of my classes end at 10, one end at 12, because it's just the point of if I told them I was available, they would work me like 2 to 11, and I don't want to work that much.
You don't want to work out.
No, so
Because you still a high school student.
yeah, I still want to deal with, like, I still want to be at home, doing what I want. So I still work night shift. Jay didn't work during daytime though.
So since I ain't have no high school classes, I was still doing Auburn Tech, but it was online. So I just decided to work day shift for my job.
Okay. Brandon?
oh, I work 8 to 5 through the week. Every day besides weekends.
Mm-hmm.
And I just take a band class anyway. And for my band class, the way our band director, he understands like with the seniors and everything, like we getting ready to go off, so he's not as strict about the work as it is with the other class. With the younger classes. That's the word I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just work like that, and that works for me because, like I said, my weekends are free, and even though we not in school, like a lot of my homeboys, they still have to log into their classes and everything. Their parents just won't let them go, like, and skip class. Even if their teachers don't mind, their parents like, okay, we still want you to log in. So it's not just like it's not like summer where the week is actually like a real long weekend. It's like my weekend is still mainly where I do things. So that's how it works for me.
Well, it must be nice for y'all. I ain't gonna cap. I really do regret getting the job. Probably shouldn't get it.
I ain't say I ain't regret it.
I ain't trying to like just bash it, but like that weekend junk, I don't get that. I don't get no weekend. I work night shift. I didn't have a choice whether I want a day shift or not. Like I think I work like, if I do have to work, I usually work like 4 to 10, 4 to 11, or either I just gotta close. So. And that was a bad decision.
So do you feel maybe as if you had been going to school full time and then of course been in your the sports and recreation, extracurricular activities, then it would have limited how much you would have been working?
To be honest, me being me and me being a band head, I wouldn't got no job. Like I actually take band pretty seriously, so me having to get a job, that's stretching the line real thin of what I gotta do with learning music and having to remember the drill and everything. So I probably wouldn't have got a job.
That's a valid point, Joshua, because again, when you think about it, that's you all's job. Your job is to go to school, to get your high school diploma, and to enjoy, the social interaction, whatever high school brings. That, to me, that's the way I always looked at it. That's your priority. So parents, we recognize that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So good parents, we encourage our children, okay, let's find a way to channel this extra time or this energy into something productive. Because at the end of the day, you all are not getting any younger. And there comes a point after even high school, then for those that are going to college or military, whatever it is you're planning to do after high school, it's going to involve some form of work. because if you don't work, you don't have money, you can't live, right? So, and I believe each of you, I know all four of you been knowing these three since before they got here. And Joshua, you've been with me since
3rd grade.
3rd grade, absolutely. So I know that all of you have expensive tastes. Y'all like to have fun, y'all like to eat, y'all like to dress, and all y'all got cars, which means gas. So parents, we recognize that we're not going to always be here, and then there are things that you all have to be able to defend and provide a way for yourselves. So that's part of the reason, even encouraging you all to have a job. Let's talk about plans after this. I know that, again, graduation is right around the corner. Do you all feel as if, since you kind of missed, like, what, a year and a half? Do y'all feel as if you're ready for the next chapter? Everybody planning to go to college?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody? Okay. So do y'all feel like y'all ready for it?
Yeah. I'm ready. Like, I'm excited. Now, even though I missed my whole senior year, right now, it's May here, I'm excited. I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like after I graduate, going to college, I feel like I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some things you just learn as you go.
That's right.
But, right, I'm as ready as I'll be.
What you think you're ready for?
Everything.
Everything.
The experience, not the work. I'm not ready for the work. That's, but I'm just
You just ready.
I'm ready to kind of be on my own, but I don't know how this gonna be. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how it's gonna be, but
okay. All right.
Ready? I mean, I think I'm as ready. I actually don't know, because I've been taking college classes, but taking college courses and being in actual college is different. So I mean, I think I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna try to be ready, but I mean, we just gotta see. I can't really just say what
Because you
I'm
don't
ready
really
to.
know what to expect.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect. I got the college I'm going to. I'm going to Kansas State. My brother up there, he's gonna be on, and I know he's gonna try to help me stay on top of my things.
Absolutely.
Me and my homeboys is going up there too. So
Okay.
hopefully, yeah, I plan to go up there and just do what needs to be done.
Do what needs to be done. Jaden?
Well, like he said, we did do enrollment classes, but I don't think it's gonna be anything compared to like real college classes. But I think I'm ready, like
I think you're ready. Okay.
ready to experience it.
Josh?
I don't know. I keep hearing I major pretty hard, so I don't know the whole missing out on certain stuff to stay in the dorm and have to study and everything. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna take discipline. I know we just gonna have to see about that one.
It actually, that's the key. Discipline.
I don't know how that's gonna go.
You don't know how that, well, I mean, you the captain of your ship, Joshua.
Yeah.
So colleges may be a frightening thing starting out, but again, each of you have plans of going. Thankfully, each of you, if I'm not mistaken, all of your parents have attended college and have some knowledge. So that kind of helps, or some siblings. So you have somebody that you can kind of relate to and ask questions. There is a lot of work involved in it, and again, it comes back to time management. You got to understand, okay, if I have an assignment due tomorrow, I can't stay out and have a good time all night tonight. I got to come in and do my assignment. But that's what you all have been doing anyway. So I guess the pandemic, it may have kind of threw each of you into an area that you were unfamiliar with, because you didn't have to get up and go to class every day. You had to log on and do stuff on the computers, all of this, things like that. And a lot of that, when you get in college, nobody is behind you saying, I'm going to call your mom if you don't do your assignment. Nobody is saying, okay, I'm reminding you your assignment is due. No, they give you your assignment and they go on. And especially if you are at a bigger university, which, if I'm not mistaken, Brand, you going to Kennesaw. Jordan, I heard you say Georgia Southern. Jaden, Georgia Southern, those twins, they sticking together. and Joshua,
Kennesaw.
Kennesaw, that's right. So each university you all are going to, they're not going to chase you. You have to do it yourself. But it's rewarding. And the good thing about it, all of you have already completed at least 2 years, haven't you? So you only have like 2 years left to get a 4-year degree. But it's an experience. I think you all can master it. I do understand the fear of the unknown, but it helps to have a buddy. Again, like I say, the twins sticking together. Brandon mentioned Joshua, and a couple other, he calls them his homeboys, are all going to Kennesaw together. So that kind of helps, you know, in having like a buddy system or whatever. I want to know, what about financial management? Did the high school prepare you all for managing money?
No.
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 No?
No.
In a way.
Okay. So Westover's kids say no.
No.
What Monroe say?
You say, wait,
Did high school prepare
high
you all for
you
managing?
saying Monroe? You saying school?
Well, yeah.
Or-
I'm saying,
From
well,
your
maybe I should say
experience.
this. Doherty County school
Oh.
system. Do you all feel as if they prepared you for money management?
No.
No.
No, I feel like that. No class. So, if you had to ask the school system something that you wish the school system would have provided, that maybe would have helped you to get to college, what is that one thing that you wish may have been taught or offered? Y'all need a minute to think about it.
What do you mean by that?
So what I'm saying, each of you said they didn't teach you money management.
Mm-hmm.
If you were leaving high school, getting ready for college, what's that one thing you wish you may have learned in high school that may would have helped you when you get to college?
Well, a lot of people our age say they wish the schools would have taught that, but
The financial.
yeah, the financial part. But because you know, in school you got just the basic subjects, and I feel like most of that information you don't use when you go off. And I feel like school should teach more of stuff you need to learn when you get older and grow up. Because some parents don't teach it, but you have some parents that will teach you how to do stuff, but there's some parents that won't. So if you can go to school to learn it, I feel like the school should teach you.
So life skills.
Yeah, life
Okay.
skills.
So you wish the school system would offer more courses geared towards life after school.
I don't think I would be able to, yeah, that question I can't really answer it until, I won't be able to answer that question until after I get to college to see what I'm necessarily just lacking in, to know, okay, this is something that they could have taught me in high school. So right now I can't answer that question to the highest extent. But like when just financial and money management in general, yeah, I mean, it's not like in high school we really just go through a series of general education courses. So it's like they don't teach us about bills, they don't teach us about house mortgages, they don't teach us about bank loans, anything in that area really. And when you get to college, like depending on what your major is, you may learn about that stuff. But after that, it's kind of like, okay, now you're in the real world, figure it out.
Okay. And I heard you, Jordan, you said you don't know how to cook. They used to offer home ec. They don't teach home ec. They don't offer home ec anymore.
No, ma'am. And
Okay.
that's what my mama said, that she learned in school about cooking. But different, just life skills. And then, like, I was thinking about credit. They should teach about credit. Because we don't know about credit based off probably what we hear or what we just learn from, not from the school, but looking at stuff and everything. But a lot of times students might go and get a credit card and then mess up their credit.
That's a good point. So that's something to definitely be aware of, because yeah, your first year out, they come at you with the credit cards. So talk to your parents about not falling into that trap, because that is a trap. Anything else, Joshua, anything you wish that you may have learned during your school days?
I really do feel like cooking is important. Like I really feel like cooking is important. Like me being me, I know from my 10th grade year, every time we finish class and going out to eat every day, that's a lot of money in a month. Like, that's really expensive. So I mean, like I feel like as far as saving money in college, like you gonna have to buy stuff that you need like for your dorm and stuff. And I feel like on top of that, you going out to eat every day because you don't know how to cook. Like you just wasting money at that point. Your money just flying away from you.
Look, you already halfway there. You already answered your own problem. That's true. You
But-
learn how to cook. You don't have to spend your money to eat out every day.
They do offer culinary arts though. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, they offer that. Yeah, we got culinary arts and with stuff. I just didn't take it.
Okay.
I gotta teach you how to cook.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you all would like to share? Again, I know, like as I stated in the beginning, you all have walked a path that no other class has seen. Most people, they start off kindergarten, they go through 12th grade, they get to experience prom, they get to experience homecoming, they get to experience all the, class president, all these things, student council. And you all did not get to do that your senior year. Are there any regrets, or I don't want to ask you about regrets. At this point, I think I'm to the point, do you all believe that even in the midst of this pandemic, that you all have learned some things that still will help you be better in the future?
Yes, I actually was gonna say that like the pandemic, even though like I actually learned a lot from it because like when it comes to managing, when it comes to just getting money and everything, like he said, we was in the band. I probably wasn't gonna end up getting a job. Now that I have a job and I have money, like I couldn't imagine myself now like without money, like without a job or something like that. Because I remember when I was in high school, we used to go out to eat every day. I used to be happy to look at my account and see $60. Now if I had only $60 in my account, I would, I don't know how I'd be down that. Down fat.
I ain't gonna cap. If that ever happened to me, I might actually go and tell them, I'm work today. And I don't do call-ins. I don't do call-ins. Yeah,
So, anything else before we end this conversation you all like to add? Any thoughts? No final thoughts? None? All right, well, I thank each of you for joining me today on Amazing Conversations. You heard it here from this group of high school seniors who are on their way to life after high school, headed to the various colleges. And I want you to know that I wish each of you the best in your future endeavors. Pray that you continue to stay focused and know that you can accomplish anything that you choose to accomplish. Like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I am your host, Lady Andrea Rebels. Thank you. This wraps up another episode of Amazing Conversation.